Hey guys, Patrick Mazer here, Senior Vice President with ACN, and I'm excited about the gentleman I'm going to introduce to everybody here today. His name is Dan Parson. He's with RE/MAX Pinnacle. This guy's been at the top of the game in the RE/MAX community. Matter of fact, he is a Diamond Award winner. We just got back from a big award conference. He was featured. Also did over $50 million in transactions last year alone. Runs a team. And Dan, thank you for jumping on here today. And the conversation is about a concierge service. And I know when you and I met, you guys had already been using a concierge service. So maybe you can take a minute and talk about that.
Yeah. So the concierge that we were using was just a straight person that the realtors liked, because they would switch our clients' utilities. And a lot of people forget that it's not fun waiting online, being disconnected. And the bottom line is some people just don't know how to change their utilities. As silly as that is, it's a major concern for a lot of people.
And then when you and I met, Dan, and I shared with you the ACN business model and showed you how we sold internet and gas and electricity, and then I showed you the numbers behind it, what happened after I showed it to you?
Well, I think I actually hung up on you a little early because I was trying to get to my calculator. And when I started doing the math, my stomach kind of turned, because I'd realized the amount of income that I've given away over the last couple of years. And it's a staggering amount of money.
When you talk about the income opportunity here, we get paid for bringing customers in. We get paid a monthly commission or residual commission on those bills. How has this benefited the real estate community, the professionals? How has this program benefited you and your team?
Well, let's go back to the original concierge. That was an absolute game changer at the time, because it made our brokerage stand out. And, the reviews got even better from the clients unprompted. And when I started looking at, being an energy platform and the money behind the concierge service, it quickly resonated with me, because in real estate, brokers are always looking for a win-win-win. And what that means, they can win, the agent can win, and the client can win. And let me tell you, that happens about once in a million times. And this concierge service, with the way it's monetized, is a win-win-win. I mean, it's just a game changer. I couldn't even sleep at night sometimes, just running through my head, thinking of the different scenarios and wondering why I've given all that money away the last couple of years.
Dan, you brought up a great point, and that is the win for the customer.
Right. Oh, it's an absolute win. So I was just at my desk here. I just got a handwritten thank you note. I mean, I've never gotten a handwritten thank you note sent to me before from the client. And, in that note, it said, blah, 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 thank you for selling both sides. But I especially like the concierge service. I'll tell my friends and family. Wow. So the client benefits, the realtor benefits. If it's done the right way, the realtor will get about a 60% increase in Zillow reviews, 25% in repeat business, 35% in new business, and the ability to touch his client twice a year without him having to do anything. So if the client's happy, the realtor's making more money, the broker's surely happy.
Dan, you brought up a lot of great points. I know you've been with us a couple weeks now. I think you've put on over 300 accounts, if I'm not mistaken, and growing.
Yeah, getting real close to 300. I might even went over there today, but yeah.
And one of the things you've done, you've introduced it to property managers. They've embraced it. You've introduced it to real estate investors that have embraced it. But maybe you can share with everybody, how you're feeling right now. Obviously, we're dealing with a problem, all of us around the world are, but, how are you feeling now that you've implemented this program in your practice?
Well, you're right. It's a very bad time for the country. And everybody's kind of scrambling to do what they can do, because, there's that unknown, that it's a big fear for them. And, as far as real estate, forget about it. I mean, we're closed down. We can't do showings. We can't do anything. But I got to tell you, I haven't worked harder in the last 2 weeks. But I've worked harder in the last 2 weeks than I can remember in a lot of times, because I am just passionate about this concierge system. I believe once brokers see this and they see the money that they've been giving away and they see the repeat business, and I tell you, everybody's taking my calls, and it's been amazing. I mean, I'm here at the office working already today.
Dan, and I know having that residual income coming in, you know what I mean? That you have a check no matter what, based on business
Right.
you already have written. And I
Can
think a
you
lot of
imagine?
people in your community are
Right.
probably feeling the same way of like, look, if we had that additional income right now, it just could help.
No, absolutely. I mean, we have this joke in the real estate community that every day we wake up unemployed. You know what I mean? Every day we wake up unemployed and we have to go find our next job. And when the streets are closed and the businesses are closed, that's a very scary feeling. And I got to tell you, one thing that doesn't stop is the bills. So the ability to have $5,000 or $6,000 a month of residual income, because let me tell you, people are still turning on their electric, they're still watching TV. Even if they don't pay their bills from the government, they're not shutting off their electric. So it's been I use the word game changer, but on a very serious note, I have a really appreciation for ACN on its ability to bring me a residual income. And I go home at night and I look at my family and know we're going to be okay.
Dan, I know you've got an entire program laid out for anybody in real estate. And, I highly recommend, if you're watching this, if you want to learn more about how Dan has implemented it in his entire business, how he's taken it to the community of real estate professionals, reach out to Dan. He'll put together a short coaching call to sort of walk you through best practices and how you too can implement this. So Dan, Thank you for your time, buddy. Appreciate you jumping on here today, and looking forward to seeing you in the future.
Thank you.